guys, Massive Das here, and this is a bit of a different video. We're doing a wanted list. This isn't in terms of, like the video just going up yesterday, oh I want Life is Strange Double Exposure, that's the anticipated games coming this year, or wanted in terms of, I want Beyond Good and Evil 2, or Final Fantasy Remake Part 3, that type of thing. No, this is based on a video from Big Cal, who I've said last year when he did his video, oh that's a great idea, and I said to him this year when he's just done his video, and he even said, oh yeah, you should do a video like that. I put a link to his on there. And when this basically he did last year, and he's just done it this year a little bit late, of 10 games he would like to pick up in a year for his video gaming collection. And that's basically the same thing here. I'm showing footage of the GameCube at the moment because that is one of my biggest video game collections, and my collection has kind of changed the last sort of couple of weeks. I've got rid of my Mega Drive, I've got rid of my original Xbox, sort of thing. I kind of need a little bit of money, and I wasn't using either of them in the original Xbox. The collection of physical games mainly for the Series X, backwards compatible, and getting rid of my Series X because I just didn't use it. Those games didn't really make sense to still keep, and I've even been tempted to get rid of my Dreamcast because there's quite a few pounds worth of stuff there, and I feel I'm never going to get those last 5 games for a complete PAL set just because of the price of them, and you don't see that much Dreamcast stuff there. The thing that I've really been focusing on a certain console recently, which I have spoke to about on the podcast, and there's a couple of games and a thing in this video of that console and that I'm collecting for. And like I said, GameCube, still building up the collection, still really love the GameCube, and there's quite a few games I still want for that. This is supposed to be 10 games, but I have done a little bit of cheating and stuff like that in this video. And the first one, this is a trailer from the NSO, but it's Fire Emblem on the GBA, and in turn Fire Emblem Sacred Stones for GBA. That's the only 2 Fire Emblem games I don't own now that came out in Europe, and I believe the States didn't get any other Fire Emblem games that we didn't get in Europe, so I'm missing these 2 and out of all the English ones as far as I'm aware. Obviously there's loads more in Japan. I don't own a Famicom or Super Famicom. I do own a DS, and then obviously DS is region free, so I could pick them up if I wanted to, but I'm mainly looking at, this is all European releases and stuff that I could easily go get if I popped into a CEX or something and they had one of these, I could pick it up and buy. Next one, this is for the GameCube, and this is Mario Baseball. Kappa on the Naming Forum, I'm sure he's got this or has definitely played it. He's talked about it before because it is quite a pricey game, saying it's not very good, but it is one of the I don't want to say few, but it's one of the bigger hitter GameCube games that I don't own, and Mario Sports games are always really cool, so it's definitely sort of one I want in the collection. And sticking on GameCube is Kirby Air Ride, which I think when it first came out everyone thought was like awful, and now I see it come up quite often, and I even saw it in a video like this week. I thought, oh yeah, this is really cool hidden gem on the GameCube, like no one played it. I've never played it, and it again is a really expensive game, but I feel this is more like I see this than like an Evil Twin or Can Spike on the Dreamcast. And like I said, the GameCube collection is one that I keep building up. It is harder to find games now on the GameCube. Then we're going to the DS, is Solitaire Robo, Red the Hunter. I really love this game on the DS. I thought it was really good, one of my favourite DS games, and I don't own it anymore. This is like kind of an example of like the problem with how I play games. Finished this on the DS, traded it in whenever it came out, like 10, 20 years ago or whatever now. Traded it in, bought something else, played blah blah blah, and now obviously got a few DS games. It's not a console I'm super into, and it's like, oh yeah, I really like this game now, and it's one that's kind of expensive but not out of the realms of possibility of picking up. And it kind of has a weird sequel. The Fuga games are like set in the same universe. Then we get to the 3DS, with Kirby Epic Yarn. Well, this is extra Epic Yarn. I've not played this at all, so I could put the Wii version on here, and Wii have quite a few Wii games. Console I totally missed, and one that I definitely sort of like want to get more into, but the DS, or 3DS I should say, is a system I've got really into the last couple of months. Me and Dave did a video on this, like really got some nostalgia for the 3DS, and there is stuff I missed on it that came out late for the system, such as this, which I do want to check out. I think it's like 40 quid, and like CEX in the UK, which is like basically what it costs when it came out, so it hasn't really gone up, hasn't really gone down in value. Then the next thing is weirdly a new 2DS XL. This is the only 3DS family system that I have not owned. I've owned all the family systems, and I think they look quite nice, and I have used one once or twice, thing, and I think they are quite good, and they do a couple cool special editions, like the Animal Crossing one and the Pokeball one, and I think even the standard colours of the black and blue and weirdly the white and purple one look really nice. I could put new 3DS XLs or 3DS XLs on this list. There's some really cool special editions. Nintendo don't really do that as much now. They still do it with the Switch, but yeah, definitely like maybe picking all the 2DS or 3DS system up. Cool one. And then we go into the realms of PlayStation. So this is a PS2 game, Shadow Hearts Covenant. This is actually the second one, which I hear is much better. It also comes from a game on the PS1 Coda or something like Koudaka, I think it is. Obviously the first game I could have put on here, but the second one apparently is the better one. There is a third one which I actually do own, but apparently that's not very good. This is like a weird JRPG which you got like a really cool combat system where you got like a circle and you gotta like get your timing into the circle and stuff like that. I've not played them. It's one I'd really like to see like on PSN, and now that we're getting PS2 games like Ghost Hunter has just been announced, it's one of those weird ones, or like a remaster or a trilogy. It's I think not many people played it, such as myself, and it is one I would like to check out, being a cool epic fantasy. So next is the Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection for the PS3, which it says has 8 titles. I believe Metal Gear Solid 1 was a download code, and there was a slight difference between the American and the European version, and there's Europe had a disc, because they did that with Silent Hill. They actually put a disc in for Silent Hill 1, sort of thing, and maybe it's a code in the States. Well, I know there's a little bit difference on there. This one you could say I could just put Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 1, the new remaster, as something on the list, and just wait, hopefully you get a collection too. But obviously this having Metal Gear Solid 4 on it, the trophy edition, and you know all the other Metal Gears, having all 8 in one cool big sort of box is really neat. And you can also get Ground Zeroes, Rising, Revengeance, and Phantom Pain all on the PS3, so you can get literally like 11 Metal Gear games on that one. Now, if Survive might even be on PS3, so if you could, that would be like 12. So it's a great system for that and that sort of thing. And it's more like my PS3 collection is, I think, really got any like heavy hitters in it, has stuff like that. It's just like I think this is a cool, neat thing as a Metal Gear fan as well. There we go over to the PSP. So PSP, my collection, I think I got like 60 PSP games. I own like Persona 3 Reload, I own Tactics Ogre, Let's Clean Together, I own like the Final Fantasy 3rd Birthday, things like that. So it isn't a huge lot that are like notable that I'm missing on the PSP. I guess like a Secret Agent Clank or something I might be missing, and some of like those sort of games like Siphon Filter. But Trails in the Sky is definitely one of the ones that I would like on my PSP collection. Maybe like a Persona 2 or something as well would be good. But yeah, definitely one I think. And in this series is well, it's not a series that I've played, so I am looking forward to. I kind of mentioned in the last video I did about Daybreak coming up in early July sort of thing. And then the last one on the list is for the Vita. Another system much like the GameCube, where it's kind of hard to find games now for it. Got over 100 games on the system. I'm weirdly still missing 110 official European games, which this is one of them, and this is the one I picked out of those 110s because I've never played a Ys game, and Ys 8 I've heard very good things. It is on multiple systems. I could play the PS4 version, which is on Plus, there's the PS5 version, there's the Switch version, but as I'm going to try to collect this for the Vita anyway, and this is definitely one I would like on there, and I think a RPG like this in a handheld would be great. Again, the Switch version most probably would now in 2024 make much more sense than this, but it's definitely something I would like in my collection. Yes, so I've been Massive Daz. This has been a bit different video. Like I said, inspired by Big Cow in his video, which I'll link in the description. What games are you trying to want for your game collection, and what systems are you collecting for? Anyway, I'll see you again.